Hey guys, welcome to another recap of Dancing with the Stars. Last week, Margaret Cho was cut. That was a shame because I don't think she should have been. Alright, this week it's the old gimmick. The 2 scores, 1 for technical, 1 for performance. Plus it's acoustic week. Plus they're going to be dancing in the round on a tiny round raised stage in the middle of the crowd. Talk about nerve-wracking. You don't want to end up in someone's lap, and it definitely could happen. Alright, so they started off the show with a Rumba pro dance with Dmitry and Chelsie. And let me just say, the only thing I could say about this is we need to see more Dmitry. Well, they were both fabulous, but come on. Alright, Kurt and Anna. They had a Rumba. They started off the show. He's a little uncomfortable doing a sexy dance with Anna because he's married and he's a Christian. His wife showed up with Anna's husband, Jonathan. She gave her blessing, so let's see what happens. Okay, well, still stiff, but as stiff as it was still a huge improvement over last week. They ended up with their technical score of 15, their performance score of 19 for a total of 34. Not too shabby. Brandy and Max up next with their Rumba. She doesn't feel sexy. She hasn't been with anyone in 6 years. Don't worry, honey, because I don't think you're going to be breaking your streak with Max. You two are like oil and water, unless you got some kind of angry love thing going on. I don't know. Huge improvement from last week. Still not where I'd like to see her. I'm still not buying the chemistry between the two of them because I don't think it exists. And she suffered a little bit from the crazy eyes. Alright, so 22 for tech, 26 for performance, high score of 48. Alright, so Argentine Tango time. Bring out the pro dancers. And guess what, kids? There's dangerous lifts ahead. Anna Dmitova, and I didn't catch the guy's name. I know he's not a regular on the show, but he and her were hot. Alright, so Rick and Cheryl, they were the first one to do the Argentine Tango. She just happened to have gone to Argentina over the summer, and she pretty much learned it from the country it came from. So during the dance, he really didn't do too much. And what he did do, it kind of lost steam along the way, and he was kind of clunky too. I don't know. Technical, they ended up with a 19. I thought the judges were a little bit kind there. Performance, a 20. They ended up with a 39. Kyle and Lacey up next with their Rumba. Now, he's just a little baby. So what does he know about sexy? Oh, I think he knows what sexy is, because I think he's got a little crush on you, Lacey. Even though he looked like Humpty Dumpty in that outfit, I was going to say Humpty Dumpty. That outfit was not flattering for him. Somebody in wardrobe needs to be fired because that was just not cool. Alright, so even though he didn't look that hot, his dancing was really good, I thought. I didn't want to stop watching it. I mean, he took the advice of the judges from the previous weeks, and I think he's improved a lot in his technical performance. He's always had the performance, honey. So he ended up with an 18 for technical, which I thought he was robbed because I thought he really made a lot of progress from last week. And a 22 for his for his performance. So that's a 40. I thought that was a little bit low. The Situation and Karina up next with a tango. What can I say about this except what a friggin' disaster. But Karina was great. Organizing my sock drawer probably would have been more exciting than watching this dance. I mean, the judges knew it. He knew it. Karina knew it. If he doesn't go home this week, it's really going to be a travesty here. 12 on the technical, 16 on the performance, a score of 28. They were the lowest of the night. Florence and Corky up next with a Rumba. Now, according to Florence, she's not afraid of being sexy. That's right, honey. It's us that is afraid of seeing you be sexy. It's very scary. That dance was a mental mind F. Was it sexy? No, it wasn't sexy. It was like an old lady getting mugged at bingo. Maybe she needs a hip transplant or replacement. I don't know, but it was just, she's an old lady. I gotta hand it to her. Very good, Florence. I don't know what to say because she just cannot compete on the same level as the other kids on the show. 17 for the technical, 18 for the performance. I thought that was a little unkind. I thought she really put a lot into it. 35 for her. And Corky. Jennifer and Derek up next with their tango. I was really excited to see this. Because she's old, but you know what? She will go that extra mile to make up for being old. And when I say old, I don't mean she's decrepit. I mean she's a little bit older than me. All right, so the two of them were fantastic. They did not look like a a November, May couple. They had it all. They're definitely the ones to beat for this season. I mean, of course, they wouldn't stand up to like a Nicole Scherzinger from like last season, but come on, Jennifer Grey, she's putting in the hours. She's doing great. She's got it wrapped up, I'm pretty sure. Unless something horrible happening, I think that they've got this one in the bag pretty much. All right, lowered expectations this season, but they got it. 27 on the technical, 29 on the performance. They got a 56. That is by far, head and shoulders, the highest score of the night. Bristol and Mark up next with their Rumba. Her son is adorable. End of sentence. All right, they pulled out all the stops. He took his shirt off. They had the wasting time creative choreography. They had her in a little leotard with a shirt over like she was, at the dance studio or something. She's got the moves, really. She just doesn't know what to do with them. Because I noticed that she does her little moves and then she doesn't know how to connect them together. If she could just figure that out with Mark, I think that she could really be in the middle of the pack. All right. And is something going on there? I think America's keeping her around with Mark because they want to see what's going on between the two of them. All right. So technical score 18, performance score 14, was it? Yeah, I guess so. 32 for them. Closing the show, Audrina and Tony with the tango. She can't get angry, Tony. It's going to give her wrinkles. And besides, I think she's had Botox there already, so she does not have command of her facial muscles like she should. I thought the dance was pretty great, except for the fact that she pretty much seemed detached from the whole situation. And I don't mean Mike Sorrentino. She could have phoned it in. I'm sorry. It just seemed like there was this wall up. Technical score, 24. Performance, 22. They ended up with a 46. So they fell down from their top spot from last week. It was pretty much a fluke, I think. All right, but she'll probably end up in the top 3. Tomorrow, big show. Goo Goo Dolls, Florence and the Machine, and I don't mean Florence Henderson. And my favorite that I'm going to be waiting for with bated breath, the Massey Stars of Dance performance of Forever Tango. Argentine Tango is my most favorite ballroom dance ever, and it's probably not is it ballroom or is it Latin? If you know, put it in the comments. Actually, now that I think about it, I think it's ballroom. All right, kids, so until tomorrow night, much love.